You might have heard of these two gentlemen trying to fill your stomach with something claiming to be #1, but is arguably one of the biggest failures in history. In my country, at least.
It's like swallowing perfume.
So this thing has been taking over the internet for forever, basically. These two weird guys a while back had a proper fight, and then after that had an emotional glow up. Later it was clear that the one's glow up was actually quite a big fuck up, and then this was born. So after the two friends beat each other to a pulp, they became friends in the name of capitalism and thought of a new, innovative idea. The world has never seen this idea before. They put all of their 416 chakra points into this one product, this fantastical new invention. They saw Gatorade and decided, well, we can do that. Now, I'm all for new products in the creator economy. It's pretty sick overall. I'm probably gonna do something in the far future with my own brand. I'm thinking of releasing my brand new semen soda. Well, the first step to get there is getting me to 1,000 subs, so please help. Here comes the problem with most YouTubers selling stuff. Us foreigners, like me from South Africa, we don't really see those products at all, anywhere on our shelves. Till Prime decided it was time to branch out.
I'm gonna run for my life, get all the Prime and run out.
Finally, we get recognized as a viable market. Finally, some famous people don't just want to adopt our children for clout. Finally, they want to sell things in my country for clout. Now, it was a cool idea. I was excited to see what all the fuss is about and possibly make a video on it. This was a few months ago though. There was just one very little, very slight problem. What the fuck? 40 rand. Within a split second, I realized why YouTubers don't sell their products here. Conclusion? We broke, man. 40 rand is the equivalent of $2.2 US. Now, it might not seem like anything for you, but for us, that's an hour and a half of minimum wage work. So was an hour and a half of Joe Casual's time and money worth it? Well, let's find out. Clearly, wasn't worth it. To be clear, with 40 rand, I can buy this many waters, this many cokes, and probably a baggie of tuck. With 40 rand, I can buy a third of a fine dining pizza from the restaurant I used to work at. With 40 rand, I can buy 2 proper barista coffees. Okay, so it's a bit expensive and money wasting for my taste, but hey. I'm a strange guy. I'm a 19-year-old that laughs at Giovanni Pavarotti because in his one song he looks he looks high as fuck. Look at the guy. Few things as good as high opera singers. I recognize that taste differs. So I forgot about Prime for a few months, and then one day my colleague's kid walks into my office with a bottle of Prime in her hand. I thought it was a bit strange since I know the family, like me, has an appreciation for the art of saving money. It wasn't until she said Prime was now 10 rand in South Africa that I knew KSI and Logan Paul messed up. Obviously nobody was buying it, so the shops let it go for peanuts. Okay, I'll lay out exactly what went wrong with Prime in South Africa, but first I need to go to the source. So I commissioned one of my American buddies to find out what is going on in the US with Prime. Go ahead, bud, shoot your opinion straight in the ear.
Hey, Router here, fellow YouTuber, capitalist, and resident shit talker who thinks his free time is worth something that can be measured in a monetization system. Now, due to the manufacturing and distribution, Prime comes relatively cheap in America. For example, a bottle off the shelf where I live specifically is roughly about $1.88, while a 12-pack might set you back about 15 bucks. Although some Americans might find this luxury beverage a bit expensive for what it is. Considering the cost of living and our currency exchange rate, it's a lot cheaper than living in the Serengeti. No offense, Custard. As far as the flavor profile goes, well, I'm going to be entirely transparent and tell you that outside of this video, I've never tried, nor have ever had the desire to try Prime. But not because I find it too expensive or unappealing, but because I'm just a pretty basic bitch. For example, if I go out to a nice restaurant, I don't like to explore. I want to order what I know I'm going to enjoy, because if I'm wasting my money on it, I don't want my money to be wasted in vain. But for you, Custard, I'll step out of my comfort zone. The sweet and refreshing clash of strawberry banana opens with the ripe and rich flavor of banana. and finishes with the sweet sensation of walking through a Japanese forest. Tropical Punch, on the other hand, gives the sensation of sitting on a beach in Puerto Rico, enjoying the warm summer weather, a refreshing breeze in your face, while you collect millions off of an NFT scam. And last but not least, I've decided to try and faithfully stick with Ice Pop. Something about that flavor, it's just reminiscent of the American dream. A house in the suburbs, watching fireworks over the horizon, kids playing in the backyard while you curl up next to your significant other. A taser in one hand, complemented by the scent of a crispy rat as it wafts through the air. Bet you forgot about that controversy. In conclusion, yeah, they're alright. Hey, thanks for having me on, Custard, and even more for inviting me to be a part of your lovely team testing the flavors behind your semen beverages. I recently discovered that I'm pregnant somehow. We're unsure whether or not this is a genetic mutation of the soda or a result of a night I did Jaeger bombs with the R&D research monkeys. It wasn't a big deal to begin with, but the baby has grown to the size of a coconut in just under a week, so if you could return my calls, that would really be fantastic.
So Prime failed in South Africa for a few reasons. First off, way too expensive. I'm not gonna buy something that tastes like 3 drops of food coloring mixed with blueberry essence, no matter how much I want to wear a bandana. Secondly, they missed their timing with the cost. A decent price would have been 25, maybe 32-ish rand. Like, that's already a bit expensive, but we can maybe push it. But now parents are immediately smacking their child if they even wink at Prime. Lastly, I know you're well known, but for fucking 40 rand, anybody's a nobody here. Next time you want to sell something, consult your good old South African YouTuber buddy. I don't have a huge problem with you guys, okay? In fact, I bought one of your overpriced bottles when it just came out. I needed to feed my curiosity. So it's genuinely nothing personal against you. You just make horrible product. You just have a bad expansion in South Africa. What will the life lessons be of this week? Is it to always follow your dreams? Sure. Is it to put something on the market no matter how poorly it will sell? Apparently. Is it that capitalism is cool and clearly show when a mistake is made? Yeah. Why not?